Chapter 83. Listen and repeat. A conversation. What did he say? He said, I want to study engineering. What did she say? She said, I need some new clothes. What did you say? I said, I have to go on a business trip next week. What did they say? They said, we're going to the library. He said, I want to study engineering. I want to study engineering, he said. She said, I need some new clothes. I need some new clothes, she said. I said, I have to go on a business trip next week. I have to go on a business trip next week, I said. They said, we're going to the library. We're going to the library, they said. What did he say? He said that he felt sick. He said he felt sick. What did she say? She said that she had a headache. She said she had a headache. What did you say? I said that I needed an aspirin. I said I needed an aspirin. What did they say? They said that they were going to see a doctor. They said they were going to see a doctor. What did she say? She said that he'd already left. What did you say? I said that I'd read that book. What did he say? He said that he'd taken care of that problem. What did they say? They said that they'd finished. What did he say? He said that he'd met her at a party. What did she say? She said that she'd typed a lot of letters that day. What did you say? I said that I'd enjoyed my holiday. What did they say? They said that they'd received some good news. Vocabulary. Absolutely accused, adjective and noun. Bad luck. Come on. Deadline. Discussion. Good, adjective. Healthy. Management. Maybe mine, noun. Minor. Pay packet. Precaution, noun. Previous, adjective. Safety. Strike. Thank goodness. Trade, union. Valuables. Verbs and expressions. To be on strike. To be serious. To come on. To confirm. To cry. To feel plus adjective/adverb. To gasp. To get by. To go on strike. To laugh. To mine. To reply. To scrape by. To shout. To state. Word focus. Discussion. To be beyond discussion. To be under discussion. To come up for discussion. To enter into a discussion. Upon something hot. Discussion. Note: the word discussion refers to a serious exchange of ideas or opinions, not to a quarrel. Word focus. Safety. Safety first. To be in safety. To play for safety. Safety appliance. Safety belt. Safety lamp. Safety valve. Note: the noun safety expresses both protection and absence of danger. Dialogue. Mark Collins has just returned from a union meeting. He is talking about it to his wife, Anna. Anna: you're back early. Mark: there wasn't much discussion. Anna: that means you're going on strike then. Mark: that's right. Anna: was there any opposition at all? Mark: not much. The union people said that it was absolutely necessary. Management won't talk to the union at all. Anna. That's what they always say. Mark. I suppose it's the only way we have to convince the board that we're serious. Anna. It seems to me that there should be some other way to convince them that they ought to take safety precautions. Mark. They just keep on saying that the accidents we've been having are bad luck. Anna. When's the strike deadline? Mark. Monday at noon. Anna. Thank goodness for that. At least you'll get another pay packet before the strike starts. Mark. Come on. We'll get enough money from the union to get by. Anna. To scrape by, you mean? But maybe this is really a good chance for you. Mark. A good chance? Anna. I hear they're opening a new factory in town. They'll be needing people. Mark. Factory? I'm a miner, and I'm going to keep on being a miner. Notes. In the sentence, the union people said that it was absolutely necessary. The expression, the union people, means those from the union. In the sentence, they'll be needing people, the verb to need is in the future progressive tense. Grammar. Direct speech. He said, I want to transfer to the company headquarters. I want to transfer to the company headquarters, he said. Mark said, said Mark. He added, I'd have more opportunities there. I'd have more opportunities there, he added. Mark added, added Mark. If I get a transfer, he said, I can earn more. Explanation. As already explained, direct speech means the exact quotation of the speaker's words. These words appear between quotation marks and are separated from the introductory verb by a comma. The clause introducing the direct speech can come at the beginning, at the end, or in the middle of the quotation, at a natural pause. When the introductory clause is at the end, the subject may come before or after the verb. However, if the subject is a personal name, it normally comes before the verb. Not all verbs of saying can introduce both direct and indirect speech. The following verbs can introduce both direct and indirect speech: to add, to announce, to answer, to explain, to promise, to repeat, to reply, to say. The following verbs introduce only direct speech because they indicate a tone or manner of speaking: to cry, to gasp, to laugh, to shout. The following verbs are used only in indirect speech: to confirm, to state, to tell. The verb to tell can also be used in direct speech only when the person spoken to is mentioned. In that case, it must come after the quotation. Direct speech is mainly used in written English, especially in literary or narrative language. Direct speech to indirect speech. I moved here 2 years ago, he said to. He said that he had moved there 2 years before. Our team has won, they said to. They said that their team had won. I can see you tomorrow, he said. He said that he could see me the following day, the next day. She said, my father died a year ago. She said that her father had died a year before, the previous year. They can sleep in this room, I said. I said that they could sleep in that room. Rules and explanation. When we change from direct speech to indirect speech, several transformations are necessary. The verb tense usually moves one step back in time when the main verb is in the past. Example: I am tired, he said, implies he said that he was tired. Verb tense changes. Simple present to simple past. Present continuous to past continuous. Present perfect to past perfect. past simple to past perfect, past continuous to past perfect continuous, future, will, to conditional, would, can, to could, may, to might, must, to had, to. Time and place words changes. Today, to that day. Yesterday, arrow, the day before / the previous day. Tomorrow, arrow, the next / following day. Now, arrow, then, this, arrow, that, these, arrow, those, here, arrow, there, ago, arrow, before, next week, arrow, the following week, last year, arrow, the previous year. Direct speech, arrow, indirect speech. Verb tense changes. Direct speech. Simple present, present progressive. Am/is/are going. To plus infinitive, will/shall. Future. Present perfect, progressive. Simple past. Pronoun and possessive changes. Personal and possessive pronouns of the first and second person usually change to the third person. Example: I like my job, he said, arrow. He said that he liked his job. Time expressions: now, today, yesterday, tomorrow, next week/year, last week/year, a year, ago. Place expressions: this, these, here. Example: I live here, she said, arrow. She said she lived there. Summary explanation: when the main verb is in the past tense, the verbs, pronouns, and time/place expressions in the reported clause shift back one step. These changes make the sentence consistent with the time and point of view of the speaker.